E wena yo snai. Ntse ke le shebile le go ya di scam. Le tsetse tshele magale na nix. Le nna gana le tla fella kae, Hey, what's up?
How are you, Boity?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm good, actually. I'm good. So when did BET first approach you for the reality show, and what was your initial reaction?
They approached me, I think, probably a few months ago. I can't really specifically remember, but it was a few months ago. And yeah, it was sometime last year. And even when they did approach me, I think before I actually agreed, it literally took me like a month and a half to actually think about it and see if it's something I really want to do. And then afterwards, then we sat down and we started, and so yeah, it's been like almost the whole of last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so by the time you guys announced it, like already you had started like production.
Oh, absolutely. We had already shot so much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're pretty much almost done now with shooting the show. So
that was like the best kept secret, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people had no idea.
No one knew.
Yeah. So are we gonna see like a side of Boity that we might have not seen before, or?
I'm sure. I think most of who I am, most of the Boity that is out there and the Boity that everyone has seen is always this Boity, the one where you're being interviewed or you're on stage. So I don't think it's necessarily my full personality that people get to see on a daily basis. Okay. So I think the show gives us, gives viewers a little bit more of that, a little bit more of me and who I am completely, as opposed to just, the curated and the set up Boity that sits on a couch and gets interviewed and thinks about their answers, etc. I think more of my personality will show on the show.
Oh, okay. So I saw your mom's on the trailer.
Yeah.
For the show. How you guys seem pretty close. How's your relationship with her?
Yeah, our relationship we're really close. Like, it's a very tight relationship. We love each other, and I think people really love our mother-daughter thing. The dynamic it's a favorite for people. So I think it's one of the things that people are looking forward to seeing, and they'll be seeing a lot of it because a lot of my life revolves around my work and my mother and my friends, so yeah.
Oh, I saw on the gram recently your grandmom turned like 70.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's you guys' relationship? Are you also close with her?
I'm very close with my grandmother, my family in general. I'm very close with them. Although I don't get to see them as often as I would like and as often as I used to, we still have a very close relationship. They're incredibly supportive of literally everything that I do. So, they're also a huge part of my existence, really. So, I do have a close relationship with them.
Okay. So family is very important to you.
Yeah, they come first. Definitely, yeah.
Tell me about your plans for this year. What else do you have in store for us?
Well, obviously, the reality show plays a huge role. It takes a big chunk of, the work that's going to be out there. Another massive chunk is my music. Definitely now, for sure, working on a body of work, like a project that I can present to people, and that's really exciting. Also, just putting out more music, but I think at the moment the most of my focus is going on the show and my music, and seeing how that evolves, and what it connects me to as well, because I don't know, it might branch out into other things, at the core of music and reality. So yeah,
I'm also excited about the music. I think last year, your music did very well. People really like your song.
Yeah.
I wonder what you're going to be putting out this year.
We'll see. But I think it's good. I mean, I try and make sure that everything I put out there is like really solid and fantastic. So I'm hoping people are still going to continue enjoying what I put out.
Yeah, I think they are going to,
I hope so.
Like your music, yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you've had a lot of success actually over the last couple of years, and you very consistent, in what you're doing. What would you attribute like your success to?
My family, without a doubt. Their support is honestly, you can't do life without that support, without that feeling of there's always something to fall back on, and not necessarily like a plan B work kind of thing. You know that at the core of your failure there's always the support system that is going to be there regardless of anything. So I think that's definitely what keeps you motivated and keeps you going. Also it eliminates fear to a certain extent, because you know that I'm going to do it anyway, because regardless of how it goes, I still have this group of people that are there for me, and I have a shoulder to cry on, and and I have them who are always pushing me to do anything that I put my mind to. So I think it's incredible. And also I think my spiritual groundedness has helped me a lot in terms of navigating through life. I think it has made my decisions so much more clearer in terms of what I want to do and what I believe in, what I stand for, what makes sense to me. I think that also helps in terms of like my journey throughout the industry.
Speaking about spirituality, are we going to see like is the spiritual side of Boity in the show?
Yeah, I mean it's part of my existence, it's part of my life, so I think it would only be fair to show a part of it on the show.
Okay. And lastly, I think so like this is like still early on in the year, right? And there's like a lot of young girls who are a bit conflicted in terms of like what to do. Some of them want to follow like their dreams, they want to pursue entertainment, or even other parts of the entertainment industry, but not an easy decision to make, because obviously you get pressure from home about studying and doing, I guess, courses, conventional stuff. What would you say to that young girl, that really wants to get into the entertainment industry, or they want to, just do something totally different, and they just, been conflicted about that, or they're not sure?
Yeah, I think regarding doing anything that you truly feel like you want to do, I think you should be certain. And if it's in your heart, if it's really your dream, I mean, who are we? Who is anyone else to stop you from something that you feel is planted in you? And it's, for me, for example, I've always known that I would end up in this space from a very young age. Even my grandparents knew. They would always say like, oh, remember when you were younger, you would always do this and that. So it's almost like you can see the traits of what a person will eventually end up becoming, whether it's in the creative space or whatever. So I feel like it's so crucial for parents to be as supportive as they can to for their children, because a lot of the times when one ends up not following what they truly believe they're meant to be following, they fall into depression, anxiety, drugs, etc., because they're trying to almost suppress the fact that they're doing things that they're not happy doing. So I think the one thing I would say is, if you truly believe that this is what you want to do, regardless of what it is, and if it is the entertainment industry, you really have to be certain, and you have to want it not for the fame and the glitz and glam, because I'm sure everyone has heard countless of times that this is not what it looks like. It looks like this, but this is not what it is. It's very difficult. So you should be, if you're willing to do something and you're okay with doing it for free, I think then that's definitely something that you're truly passionate about. If it's something that you're going to wake up doing every single day and not worry about the fact that, oh, am I getting paid enough, or what am I going to get out of it, I think then that's the thing you must chase. And it doesn't have to be one thing, it can be so many things, as long as you know that you're truly talking to what is you, and it's serving you, and it's fulfilling you.
That's quite profound. Thank you so much for your time.
It's a pleasure.
I appreciate. I hope you like me.
I like you now. Yeah, you don't look like that person anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're a much better human being.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I appreciate it.
That is so weird. Sorry.
No, it's
cool. Even it's so cool.
Actually, I saw on the gram that I think you're 3.5 million followers now. How do you feel about that? And
it feels good. And what?
And I guess, what does it mean for you? Because I think it's not just like 3.5 million followers. Maybe it's in terms of like other avenues, maybe in terms of business.
Yeah. Of course, like obviously for us, social media has become it's your bread and butter, basically. It's your CV. It plays such a huge role in everything that you do, and so I'm always grateful when the numbers are growing, because obviously then it means that the different forms of revenues that I can get out of that following is fantastic. So I'm always grateful for the support and people following. It's really dope, and the more it grows, the more I'm just blown away, and the more I'm grateful. Yeah.
Because I think you're one of the most followed, like, media personalities.
Definitely
in
one
South
of.
Africa.
I'm not one of. I am the most followed.
I just had to be safe.
It was there. Actually, it's weird because they put us in the same ranking with Candice Swanepoel, Trevor Noah, blah blah. And I'm like, that's not fair. You can't put Charlize Theron.
No, you really can't.
But they did. They made a list of the most followed South African celebrities, and
Because they
I'm
always
like,
have Trevor there.
yeah, I'm like, Trevor, Charlize, Candice do not count anymore because they're gone. They can be placed to that side, So when you remove them, then it's awesome.
Yeah, I think they should be compared with the rest of Hollywood.
It makes complete sense because they are Hollywood, Yeah.
So you are the most followed. I think that's why I said one of the most because of those lists.
Yes. Yeah, so it's really dope. It's cool.
Okay. But what would you say is like the biggest highlight of your career? Because you've done like so much.
Sure. Yeah, that's hectic. It's very hard to answer because there's so many moments and things that you're grateful for. But so far, I'd say the most exciting thing that has happened that took me by surprise is this music journey. It's been the most at home I've ever felt. I always say this, the most at home I've ever felt regarding my place in the industry. And it caught me off guard, but it's been the best part of my industry career, basically.
You've been killing it, eh?
Thank you.
Because I saw your performance at Idols.
Oh yeah. That's a huge highlight. See, but it's also it attributes to the music as well. So performing on Idols, hectic.
It was quite impressive because because you I think your first single like come out last year.
Yeah.
Next thing you put on like this great show. And you've had people that have been doing this for like a while, but like they haven't put on like performances like that. Okay.
Word.
Like okay.
Timing. I guess everything happens at the right time. When it's your time, and it's cool. I'm glad.
You also like plan like really well. Because like I think your execution is quite good.
Thank you.
Like the way you just execute everything, Like even when you put out your single, it was like so polished, like the first one, and also the second one. It was just like everything was just so clean. It sounds like you really took your time,
Yeah.
just to make sure that everything is like proper on the song. Like even in terms of like articulation, everything was like proper, like even your voice, So
Thank you.
hey, pleasure.
I try and make sure that everything is exactly that polished. It's still, as much as it's music, it's still brand Boity. So I try and make sure that everything that's attributed to the brand is clean and looks the part, so.
Because also with the performance, it seemed like you really took time with the performance. Like you had the dances and everything. There was a shot where you had like money,
Yeah, what's in that bag?
Yeah, like what's in that? It was like a whole show, like an entire show.
Yeah. It was. It's Idols as well. So obviously it has to be a showstopper kind of vibe. So
I hear what you're saying. You have a point, but I guess not everybody puts on a showstopper performance.
Yeah, we try. There'll be more, so it's exciting. I'm glad.
Thank you.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
Araba bone bakai, bane bara bai to sit. Araba bone bakai.